Hi, welcome back. I'm Will, and this is Diamonds Around the World. First and foremost, if you're new, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. So today is day 183 of the Diamond Painting Mosaic vlog, as you can see. And we'll be working with DNC 632. Here's the first color I pulled out of the bag. And we're getting down to the nitty-gritty colors, where there's going to be tons of duplicates. So how was yesterday for you guys? Myself was kind of irritated with my boss, let me put it that way. So let's just get the beginning. Don't want to go. Let's just start here. Make this a little bigger than normal. So yeah, I was kind of irritated with him. And it wasn't that, you know, he was following protocol. I get that much. But you know what? Every month we get something called Plan to Win. So that means we get new tags, we get new labels, we get new sales that go live. It is every month at the beginning of each month. Now, like the first month would be January, would be a big one. Then February is a small, and so on and so on. March would be the next big one, and like I was saying, so on and so on. So this was actually the big one that was happening. So we're talking like I had, and thank God I have coworkers. I have a coworker that actually helps me with this, because he'll do the resets on the weekends that I'm off. So all I have to do are the price tags and make sure I have everything set to go. So yesterday was the 1st of July, and it was the big Plan to Win reset. So I had to print out all the tags. I had to make sure first and foremost, I had to make sure I had all the tags. Well, then my company had, I want to say 2 months ago, they started changing everything over to digital. So when they would send us everything, they would send us a book of it. And we would just follow the book page by page. Well, they wanted to go digital so we could use our tablets at work, or we could use our cell phones, because we go through the company app that we have to use to clock in and out for our shifts, and use it for our lunch discounts and stuff like that. So that's what I've been using, is my cell phone. But the thing is, it's like, okay, I have to log in, then I have to go from one page to another, then I have to confirm who I am, then I have to find the correct paperwork, and I have to hit download. I have no problem doing all this because I've gotten really good at it. But then it's like I have to blow the screen up and see what I need or what I don't need. That is that step. Now this month, because it was the big one, they decided to change out the promotional tags from something called wobblers, and it's just, I'm trying to think, what can I show? You know, I'm going to pull this back actually, because I want to show you something. The wobbler would be similar to the size of this piece of paper from Crash release paper. The bottom half, so say from my pointer finger down, would be the promotional, and above it would be the sticker where I would attach it to the shelf. That's what they used to look like. Now it's just this little tag that, when I say little, I'm talking like it's little. It just gets stuck on, and it sits off to the side. I want to say, I don't think I could show you anything on here as a diagram for that. So they changed it, and actually I like the new version because it's gonna be a lot easier for the tags not to fall off, because with the old layout, the tags would just, people would rip them down, and if something fell and it hit it right, it would just take it with it. These new versions are actually going to help hold up a lot better, so I'm content with that. But it is actually more of a, hold on, it is, like I was saying, it's a little bit more hassle to work with, because I have to make sure everything is lined up. Yes, I'm using an X-Acto knife, don't worry, I didn't drastically cut it. And what I'm doing is I was cutting out the air bubble so these drills could lay flat. And that's the one thing I didn't do on a lot of the other areas of this canvas. But like I was saying, I like the new layout with these sail tags, so it's gonna look a lot better. But the problem for me is it's going to be a little bit more work, because I have to make sure they line up perfect. I have to make sure they're sitting on there perfect. And once again, I don't care to do that, because it is my job. But yesterday, it was like, I'm scheduled to go in at 6:30 in the morning on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Why? I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. That's what my boss decided. So what I proceeded to do was like, well, I can't do that this week. I have to go in at 6 in the morning, or 5 in the morning, or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go in half an hour early and do what I need to get done. Oh, yeah. That's also another thing I gotta tell you guys about too in a minute. So, it's work related, once again. So I get in, and they look at me, they're like, "You're early." I'm like, well, I have things to get done. I can't be late. I can't be running around like a nutcase. Well, I was. So, before I finish talking about the sets and the stickers and all that stuff, every month, on the first of every month, we have to have the end of day paperwork for the last day of the month done by 7 a.m. So my boss wasn't coming in until almost 11, because he was working until like 9 p.m. last night because he had to. So I'm like, okay, so I have to do the paperwork, I have to run the shift, I have to make sure the deli's good, and that doesn't count what I was just talking about doing my job. I'm not technically a manager anymore. When the position I hold is technically below a manager, but I am a manager in a weird way, because I'm in charge of the retail, if that makes sense. But it's like, I'm not, when I was offered that position, this position back in 2019, I jumped on it, because it was a Monday through Friday, 6 to 2, 7 to 3, whatever shift I wanted. But it was on Monday through Friday. And I was done doing overnights, I was done doing second shifts, I was done doing whatever. So I jumped on it and took it. Then, so I didn't, in my eyes, I didn't take a step back from management. I took a step to the side, because I wasn't learning. I wanted to learn new things within the company. So, in a way, I am a manager, but I'm not, if that makes sense. So back to yesterday. So that's a little detail about my job life, work life there. I just lost the drill. Where'd it go? Oh no. Oh wait, there it is. I can't get it. I'll get it later. So yeah, so that was that. So then I'm like, okay, I need to figure out how I can do this. Make sure my cashier, Tater Tot, gets her breaks, and we keep an eye on everything. So I walk over to the restaurant and I look at She-Hulk. Yes, these are nicknames that actually, shocking of all my coworkers have at work. They were given those nicknames by other team member coworkers, or we just said, this is your new nickname. So I walked over to the restaurant, I looked at She-Hulk, and I said, hey, I have a question. When does... I don't have names for these two people. When do the girls come in? One of them's her normal day shift person, and the other is a new hire being trained. And she goes, oh, they come in at 9 a.m. I'm like, that is fantastic. That is great. I'm like, I might need to utilize you after 9 a.m. to help Potato Tot with register, because I have all this crap to get done. And I don't want to get behind, and I don't want to have to stay late. And she said, that's fine. And I said, cool, thanks. So she came over, helped. I finished up everything I needed to get done by... Well, I had everything done by 11 except 3 displays of tags that I had to still put up, but that only took me maybe 20 minutes when I got to that point. So she was a major help for me to get that done. And when my boss came in, he's like looking for the paperwork for the end of the day. I'm like, it's been done. I did it since I've been here since 6 o'clock. He didn't question it. He just said, okay. What else? You know what? I might continue down because I want to talk a little bit more. So yeah, that was a fun, interesting, fun day. So then let's see what else happened. So I'm finishing up all the stuff I need to get finished up. And I look at my friend and I have him as text from my nephew. It's like, I don't even know what time it was. And he goes, sorry to bother you this late. Can you pick me up from work? I'm like, yeah, no problem. Who cares? So I went and picked him up after I got off work. Because after I got all my stuff at work done, it kind of slowed down. And I was content. I was able to stay caught up. And then I looked at my boss. I'm like, do you really need me to stay till 2:15? Like, you have me on the schedule. He goes, no, you're good to go. I'm like, cool, thanks. So I bolted, like at 5 after 2. It wasn't much. Went up, got my nephew, took him home. And then I got home, and we had a lot of rain yesterday. So when I pulled into my driveway, it's downpouring. And I'm talking like, I'm sitting in my car for almost another half an hour waiting for it to slow down. It finally did. Slow enough that I was able to run to the mailbox, get the mail, and get inside with all my stuff. So I did that. Then I got my photo submitted for Mystery of Diamonds event, the Dragling one, for Randall Spangler on the Facebook page. I already had that pre-kitted up. Like I said, I did that the other day. I did it Sunday night. Way too much flipping static in that stupid canvas. Not the canvas, the jewels. So yeah, I got 2 sections of that done. I'm going to do them by the perforations on it. I don't know why I did that. I need that because I still need to work on the white. Then I did another section of the Yorkie magic books. All while doing these, I uploaded 1 video that will go up next week on Monday. And I didn't even know that my laptop stopped moving. The video was over. Oh, the monkey's uncle. Hold on, let me do something. So yeah, I did that. That's actually going to be a longer video than normal, because it is about the mystery box from Diamond Dark Club from a couple of weeks ago. I was finally able to get, well, I had it recorded. I was finally able to get it uploaded to YouTube. So yeah. So that one is, ooh, hold on. Okay, cool. So that is set to go for Monday next week at 12:30. Oh, I thought this was a video that I don't want to whip and chat. What else? I'll pull this one up because it's about an event. I don't need to really be paying attention to it, but I do want to pay attention to it. So yeah, that is, I don't even remember what I was talking about just now. Oh my god. Okay, so hold on. I did 2 sections of Bubbles, the Dragoling canvas from Diamond Dark Club Amazon. I did a section of Yorkie and Magic books. I said the kit up was, the video that is coming up next week on Monday is going to be long. It's about 45 minutes. I opted to do one big video instead of 2 small ones. But other than that, that is everything from me today. So if you're new to the channel and not hit the subscription button, hit that subscription button, and it helps the channel grow. If you're returning back and you like what you see, or if you're new and you like what you see, hit the like button, aka the thumbs up button. That also helps with the analytics. Goal is 500 by Halloween, aka October. But realistically, if I can get to 200, that would be awesome. 200 will give a budget canvas away, same with 300 and 400. 500 will give 2 Amazon Diamond Art Club kits from Amazon away with enhancement sets. So let's try and get there if you really want a Diamond Art Club kit at 500 subscribers. Please and thank you. Comments down below. Yesterday we did flags. Let me know if you're going to join in any events this month. How about that one? Then hit the notification button to be notified for when I post videos. Vlogs go up Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock noon now. First looks go up Wednesdays at 12:30 now. And then any other related diamond painting videos will go up Mondays and Fridays at 12:30 too. That is the new time layout for the time being. It could change again. I'm just giving it a try. But other than that, I will see you tomorrow. This is Diamonds on the World.